at Peter's home on the 21st of December 1995, just a couple of days before Christmas. I always wonder with these things, what the fuck was I doing at that time? It's crazy. I was probably just all excited for Christmas.
Yeah.
Waiting to get my Ghostbusters Gunge house or whatever the fuck it was.
I had that exact
HQ.
same
That was so
thing.
cool. It was a ball ache to fucking clean though. Luckily, I didn't have to.
clean it.
I know I didn't. I didn't. But I was quickly told. I think I put the gunge in it once, and I was told, like, yeah, can't do it. No more.
That's what my mum did to me.
all gone now. So yeah, detectives turn up on 21st of December 1995, and they found a whole plethora of sexual equipment, including handcuffs and rubber gags. Sounds like a fun time. Yeah, sounds great.
Yeah.
But yeah, the deal was Peter had also been organising hardcore sex shows in the dark rooms behind his cinemas. So where all these fucking kids were watching these nice movies and things, not at the same time.
Yeah, but
yeah, you get
weird.
Yeah, it definitely is. It's even if the kids aren't there, it's fucking weird. There was a mixture of now this is weird. I had to Google what these were. Chintz curtains? Why? I don't know why there was a collection of these types of curtains.
Are these like chain curtains?
No, they just look like normal floral curtains. I don't know why. What the fuck they were being used for. Maybe I'm just not creative enough. I don't know. There was a pair of fluffy toy kittens on a bed, a Nazi flag, possibly the Nazi flag, handcuffs and military uniforms, 2 recent copies of the Daily Post, which is, I googled it, a local Welsh newspaper, which both copies of that were the ones that carried the front page stories of Tony, the guy who went to the beach. So again, like Dennis did the same thing, right? He kept and watched newspapers and watched news TV shows of that Andrew guy, I think it was. I think they just get off on, it's like their little satisfaction, isn't it?
Kind of like a trophy sort of thing.
Yeah, I think so. Fucking creepy people. Peter actually happily confessed.
Oh.
Yep. Even told the police about another body which they had no idea about, which was a 28-year-old guy called Edward Carthy, who body hadn't been found. Police had no idea. Edward was killed a month after the murder of John Roberts, the first guy with the Nazi flag. So this guy moved real quick. This is like weeks in between, almost. Yeah, apparently Edward was found in a Liverpool gay bar. So I suppose, it's not too far away, really, to drive, maybe.
So what do you mean he was found?
No. Well, Peter found him, sorry.
Right, okay.
Yeah, Peter was looking for another victim in a Liverpool gay bar.
That is a little bit of a distance, though, from, like...
It's a bit of a trek.
North Wales to Liverpool.
But I guess if you think about where that location is, I don't think there's any big cities in North Wales. I might be completely wrong, but Liverpool's like a big city, isn't it, really?
Yeah,
and if you're going to go hunting, you're going to go to a place where it's got the most people.
Yeah, that's true.
I was wondering with this. I was thinking Liverpool gay bar in 1995. I'm wondering if it was the Lisbon. I don't know if you've ever been.
I've never been to Lisbon, no.
I wonder if it was that place, because that was a place like that was like one of the oldest bars, I think, in Liverpool gay scene. And I could just imagine him in there, because that place we'll have to go sometime. I'll have to show you that place. It's full of old dudes. So, yeah, I don't know if it was Lisbon. It would be cool if I could find that out. So Edward was from Birkenhead, no, Liverpool. And it says here he was a drug addict. But again, I'm going to scrap that out. I don't care if he was a drug addict or not. It doesn't deserve to die.
It doesn't matter.
No, I don't see why people put this
It's pointless information, that, to be fair.
I've copy and pasted this, so that's why I've just said it, but... Ignore that. It's irrelevant. Edward wanted Peter to drive him to his home for sex, but instead he drove him to North Wales, which is a bit of a detour, really.
Yeah.
Edward realised that he had met a monster halfway through the drive. So you could imagine being in someone's car
and then
driving,
you're stuck.
and you're like, "Fuck, I am stuck." I mean, I'm imagining he didn't even. It's quite. It's not a long drive, but it's a long enough drive to be stuck in a fucking car with someone like that.
I would say about from Liverpool to
45
North
minutes.
Wales. I would say about an hour.
An hour in a car with this
Yeah.
guy, you'd be fucking shitting yourself. The fear he must have been in as well. He's only 28 too. It's really young. That's wrong. When Edward realised he met a monster, he desperately tried to escape the van while he was driving. But he obviously did not escape. Peter pulled up into a dense forest just by, I'm not going to pronounce this place, Kerrigadrudian. Definitely pronounced that wrong. It's by Conway. But he was stabbed 4 times and then buried.
Oh.
Yeah, it fucking sucks. So the guy just wanted to go out, have a few drinks, pull someone, talk about it with his friends the next day. Just do what dudes do.
Sucks.
And this fucking asshole decided to kill him for no fucking reason. It doesn't seem like there was any. Oh, here we go. The reason. The police asked Peter whether or not the killing gave him a sexual pleasure. Peter replied, "Yes." I don't know.
Are you going to try to do a voice?
I'm going to try and do a voice, but I've not heard his voice. But I'm going to try it. Yes, there is a certain excitement from it, but it certainly wasn't a sexual excitement. Like everything, it was a job well done. Gross. Right?
Yeah?
Gross. Like, it was a job well done. Build a shelf. Build a shelf. Take up crochet.
It's just so passive the way he's saying it.
It's so just like these people didn't mean anything.
It's not good.
No. Yeah, understatement of the year.
Yeah, boy. No.
Murder.
Not
it's
good.
not good. So when the detectives quizzed Peter on why he even started killing in the first place, he said that his mother's death, followed by the deaths of his 2 dogs, a cat, and some koi carp, had pushed him over the edge.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Fair enough, I can get the mum. I get that, but...
The thing is, at some point in our lives, we're all going to experience that loss, hopefully.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, not hopefully, I mean... No, you know what I mean? It's better that it's not the other way round, where like a mother experiences the loss of a child.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
If the natural course of things has its way, that will take place.
Yeah.
But it's just something you've got to deal with. You don't just turn to murder over it.
It's
The fucking koi carp thing, man.
that's
Get a grip.
pretty...
I mean...
It sounds like he's grasping at straws there, to be fair.
It sounds like he's feeding them some bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he said, quote unquote, "Death literally seemed to be following me." That was what he said. Yeah. I think
because his mum died and his...
fucking
pets
pets
have.
died who have shorter lifespans than humans anyway.
Like koi carp have like a year or something like that.
What a bell. He's a fucking douche.
Oh,
Has he
No.
annoyed you a bit?
yeah,
Trying
a
to-
little bit.
Because
a little bit.
his excuse is just nil and void.
Yeah.
Doesn't make sense. No, I agree. So the trial took place in November 1996. At his trial at the Mould Crown Court, the prosecution said that the nocturnal Peter Moore was one of the most dangerous people ever to have set foot in Wales. Although he was on trial for 4 murders, the ones we've just discussed, apparently, and because of this anonymous hotline, they'd found that he had actually attacked more than 50 other men in what the judge described as 20 years of terror. So he'd actually only started killing in 1995, but
he's been doing other stuff.
people had
beforehand.
reported him attacking them and shit for years in advance. So this wasn't just a guy, like, again, takes his fucking excuse completely out of the picture.
Yeah.
He says that his mum died in 1994.
Oh
because
shit! Yeah.
all these people died. Then it just turned me over to killing. No, you fucking asshole. Because you've been fucking beating people up for 20 years prior to that, you douche.
What a cock.
Yes. And not in the good way.
No, of course not.
No. During his time in Wakefield Prison, Peter actually became best friends with none other than Harold Shipman.
Really?
Yeah, besties,
Oh my God.
BFFs. Can you imagine the two of them? Totally BFFs. But yeah, essentially Peter became best friends with Harold Shipman, which, does sound like the story for an interesting sitcom. Before Harold, he hung himself, didn't he? I think he hung himself.
I actually don't know.
I knew. I know. Yeah, I think he hung himself.
Did he? Yeah.
Yeah. So here's the bit about the Friday the 13th aspect of it.
I completely forgot that was even a thing.
See, I brought it right back round. So although Peter had actually previously confessed to the murders, Peter later claimed the crimes were actually committed by his homosexual lover called Jason. Just so happened to be that Peter's favourite movie
was Friday the 13th.
Friday the 13th. And that, my friend...
was he trying to think that's like an alter ego for himself, or what?
Who fucking knows? That guy...
Oh, that's pretty bizarre.
I mean, by that point, he's already tried to make an excuse about, it's his mum's death and the death of this that's done
Death of his koi carp.
Death of his fucking koi carp. And now he's saying it's Jason. I don't know.
What a fucker.
Yep. Let me do my thing.
Oh, sorry.
Because I was about to say, and that, my friends, is the story of Peter Moore, a.k.a. the Man in Black. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so
awesome.
What do you think about him? Good? Bad? Ugly?
Obviously, he's an absolute wanker.
Yes, he is a bad man.
No, I don't like him.
No. Definitely not on my invite list. 20 parties. Let us know what you guys think of this. We will put some photographs and some little images on our Facebook page. Remember to check us out on Facebook at adventures-in-murderland, on Twitter at Murderland Pod. Also,
Did it the other way around?
what? Do you know what?
So that was on Facebook.
What is?
The MRDR?
Yep.
That's Facebook.
That's what I said, right?
No, you said on Twitter.
I've got this recorded. I can check. Are you confident? Are you confident in that?
No.
Do you want to place a bet?
No.
I can bet you.
What are you betting?
I don't know. The beer? The rest of your beer you've got?
It's pretty warm, to be fair.
To be honest, I don't want it. But yeah. Twitter, find us, Murderland Pod. Facebook, find us Adventures in MRDR Land. Thank you to everyone who listened to the previous podcast, to everyone who's listened to this podcast.
Thank you.
We are still learning this podcasting world.
Still early days, I think.
Early days. It's still early days. So yeah, we're still learning. Any feedback from anyone, constructive, please be constructive with it. Don't just go, you are shit. Because that, we can't do anything with that. We can't
pile
do
of crap.
Yeah, well, if you just say that, we can't do anything with that. At least let us know what we could pick up on, what we could learn. Give us suggestions for other people you might want us to talk about in the future. And also, we are, if you're not listening to us on iTunes, we are available on iTunes for people who listen to podcasts on iTunes. What would be really super helpful is if you can rate us on iTunes.
That would be cool.
That would be really super cool. And also, if you could leave like a little review or something, that would be awesome as well. Apparently, the way iTunes works, it's like an algorithm, kind of the same way YouTube is.
Yeah.
So the more engagement something gets, the higher up it gets. But like I I say, it's early doors anyway, so we'll see how this thing goes. But I'm enjoying it so far. Are you?
It's really fun.
It's nice just to sit down and talk to each other about these things without any distractions.
Yeah.
Because usually we'll have these conversations